Okay. Alright, so
How did I meet Chris? I don't remember how I met that nigga, quite honestly. Like, I just remember the Felly McSky bitch video. That's the first video I ever watched. And I was like, yo, I fuck with this nigga. I fuck with Felly. And I was like, who did the video? And like, Chris X. And I was like, yo, he has to go to school with me at Mesa. I just don't know who the fuck he is. So I think I started researching this nigga. And I think Chris hit me up on Facebook or some shit, man. I don't know. I don't remember that day that we were just like, hey, like, let's fuck with each other. Like, but we linked up, and I was like, hey, I want to do a video. Shot the video at Mesa Ridge, and then we started working on the Reality Fantasy mixtape. And since then, we've been, really cool, close ass friends. We really fuck with each other, man. Make some cool ass music. Young Chunk, Dion Brandon. That's my best friend. We met in junior high school, Jantel. If you don't know, Jantel Junior High School, Whitefield security area. But it's a funny story because I almost fought this nigga first day I met him. And I almost beat his ass or something. It's crazy, man. Really, really close friends. Started rapping together, junior high. And no one fucked with us. Everyone said that we were fucking ass. No one liked us. A lot of people liked me, I guess, but my rapping career was not popping off junior high. So we've been through the trenches, man, through the highs and lows. And so yeah, he's my best friend, man. I look up to that dude, man. He's inspiration. One of the only dudes I can like really talk to about anything.
I also believe he's dropped the most stuff out of fellas.
I think he dropped the most mixtapes in the Springs, and he's working on his 9th mixtape. I feel like.
With Chris X.
Chris X Engineering. So I respect that dude, man. He's a hard worker, man. And he's really trying to strive to be something great, like how we all trying to strive to be something great. So it's a beautiful thing to see. DIY. Do it yourself. Dick is yummy. I don't remember how the fuck it started either. Quite honestly, I feel like DIY is a collective. Me, Chris X, that Kid Cav. I feel like we're all in the studio, just making shit, and I feel like Chris was like, man, this should be it. This should be a fucking collective. This should be DIY. This should be the main niggas like headline. You know what I'm saying? And we all were like, fuck yeah. The majority of the shit on the DIY tape we completed 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Had to put finishing touches, add new songs, but majority of that shit was done in 2 days. That's how much chemistry we're making. So, DIY is a group of young, independent artists trying to make it on their fucking own with no major label trying to sign us. You know what I'm saying? We're independent to the fullest. We do this shit ourselves. We drop shows, we do art, well, Chris does art, and the engineering, recording, and our own lyrics, no ghostwriting shit, our own music videos, shit, we book our own shows. We booked our own shows. I sold pre-sale tickets by myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a punk rock mentality, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day. And we are incorporating it in hip-hop, which a lot of people don't do. But at the same time, a lot of young niggas are trying to do the same route, which is cool as fuck. Yeah, poetry, man. There's parts of my life where I was just like, quit rapping, do something else, quit rapping, do something else. And when I was doing something else, it'd be poetry, it'd be drama class, doing plays, acting. And poetry, yeah, I was really deep into spoken word, and I even won Mesa Ridge's Lyrical Lounge competition. And it's like a spoken word, stand up, you deliver your poetry in front of a crowd, and you know what I'm saying, they have a judge, they have a little judge table. And it's crazy, and I won. And I didn't really want to join the contest. I was like, they're not going to appreciate, I don't want to sound racist, but like urban spoken word. I don't know why I felt like that, but I won. And they had a city competition in the Springs, and I won second place in Colorado Springs. And I'm talking about everyone in the Springs is probably population-wise the biggest county in the state. So we had the most people here, and it was a pretty big poetry competition, and I got second place. You know what I mean? It was a wonderful feeling because that was the first time I ever like really hit stage and made people go woo. You know what I mean? I still remember some of the poems, but yeah, poetry is still a big part of Kim Washington.
Yeah, just coming up, and you people may sleep on you, people may fuck with you.
Yeah.
What is your rule?
We're from Colorado Springs, man. Like, this is the hometown of hating ass niggas. This is a place where niggas really don't want to see you make it. You know, not saying that everyone from the Springs didn't support us, because we have quite a few supporters who support us, and we thank y'all. But for everyone else, it's so divided, bro. Like, even the schools are divided as shit. It's like, I went to Mesa Ridge, and I just graduated this year, so it was like Mesa Ridge, and then there's Whitefield niggas who ain't fuck with Whitefield niggas and don't fuck with Mesa niggas. Like, imagine if we all like just like worked together. Imagine if this shit was united. We would have been blew up. You know what I'm saying? But this is a hating ass community. It's like they don't want to see you win. Now you see why rappers don't really come to the Springs. The only nigga that you see come to the Springs ever is Tech Nine. And Tech Nine comes through because he has a humongous Juggalo fan base here.
Funk Volume.
You know what I'm saying? And Funk Volume, you know what I mean? Which is two people who I fuck with. I love their music, but you would never see Kendrick or Cole or Casey or anyone come through, man. It's crazy, man. It's so negative here. I wake up like, damn, people's talking shit already. You feel me? But you gotta do yourself. And I'm around a bunch of people, and we know that our music's dope, so we gotta continue to keep pushing our shit. Like, we're gonna break through eventually. But this is not the city to try and break out of. Like, we have to expand out other places.
Who are some of your influences in hip hop?
Hey, Kanye West is number one. Kanye West, and when I mean Kanye West, I mean Yeezus, everything, bro. Like, his rapping, he's a lyricist. I don't care what the fuck anyone says. Yeezus can be somewhat lyrical, and I mean lyrical because it's an artistic album. 808s was artistic. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was artistic, and you can even argue like College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, but I respect him as a performer. I respect him as a producer and director and everything. He does everything. He reminds me of Chris a lot because Chris does everything like that. And Kanye is someone who I just, man, this is like nothing Kanye can do wrong, man. 50 Cent, Metallica, Korn, 311, DMX, Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang. Man, Lauryn Hill's a humongous inspiration too. Ice Cube, I consider him pretty much the greatest rapper of all time. Even though everyone wants to argue Pac and Big, which I do agree with. Big and Pac are up there too, but I feel like a lot of people sleep on Ice Cube, and Ice Cube did revolutionize hip hop to a certain degree. I have a shitload of inspiration, but it's all different. It's all different genres. Chris X, that Kid Kev. That's real shit. Like, the people who I'm around inspire me. So Young Chun and Just Jay and Jay Recluse, Fireman, all the dudes. It's a beautiful thing. Music's great. The DIY tape equals revolution, and the DIY tape represents a sound that has not been heard since the fucking 90s, and the only people who pulled it off was Pro Era. But I don't think they sat down like, hey, we're just gonna copy the 90s. No, it's the shit that they're around, it's the shit that they were inspired by, and it's the same shit that happened. And you will not expect 3 Colorado kids to come through with, you know, sounds of Souls of Mischief mixed with Tribe Called Quest mixed with everything. Like, it's ridiculous. That tape means the world to me, to the point that I'll promote that shit and pass CDs out for 5 years, 10 years if I need to. So DIY tape is a classic. Yeah, fuck it, I'm calling it a classic. It's crazy. We made this shit in the bedroom. Like, come on, like, no one right here, and due respect to all Colorado rappers, because I love y'all. Like, that has to be, bar none, one of the best Colorado tapes ever in Colorado history. Or even in our region, just to be honest. Like I said, man, Colorado Springs is not a supportive hip hop community. I'm pretty sure if there was a country artist or a pop artist who blew up, they'll have a lot of support.
Fuck Sunshine Studio.
Chris X said fuck Sunshine Studio. But I don't know how to explain it, man. It's hate. It's a lot of people who are trendy. They like to do shit because it's trendy. And the first 2 shows we had a tremendous outcome. Like, for one, I feel like a lot of people did fuck with us and supported us, and 2, it was the trendy thing to do. Oh, Kent and Chris are having a concert, it's just gonna be tight, like, let's go, you know what I'm saying? Which people should do either way, you know what I mean? And it's not just 1 show or 2 shows that you support someone. Like, you support someone through thick and thin, like, you know what I mean? So a 3rd show, not a lot of people showed up, and we had issues with the venue and blah blah, you know what I mean? Not saying that, you know, everyone who didn't show up didn't support, but majority of those people is like, damn, I just saw you at the store not doing shit. I just saw you at a party not doing shit. I just saw you, oh, I'm so bored at home. Like, you just could, like, you know what I mean? Supported us.
They sleeping on the tune, man.
So I don't understand. And we put on some really good shows. But then again, it's just a community that we're surrounded by. Because we got way more love in Denver, FOCO, than we did in Springs, which is ridiculous. But thank you all again for supporting me and DIY. The real people who really did support us and downloaded and shit. Puberty is releasing in 10 days, and that's the same day I'm moving to college, so I'm going to CSU Fort Collins. I'm going to the original CSU college, nigga. I'm a ramp, so I'm studying for theater, so I'm becoming an actor too, because acting is my second passion. So expect Puberty, which is a great EP, even though it's like 14 tracks on it, and expect me to start writing for a new mixtape, actually seriously sitting down and trying to perfect my craft to T. So when I come out and break through, it's gonna make some fucking noise. If there's any type of movie type shit, I'll do some movies, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Lux.
Yep. Shout out to Chris X. Like I said before, because the nigga helped me go to a different level. Before I was like at a crossroads. My own personal shit wasn't working out, so it's kind of like he was there like, hey man, like, you can fuck with me, you can have free studio time, I can do your videos because I really fuck with you can really spit, and you know, that's like mad love. Not a lot of people do that shit, man. And I was lucky enough to meet him, and then I met Kevin, and I met shitload of people, and it elevated my game to another level. And you know, he's one of my biggest inspirations. Shout out to that kid Kev. There's always friendly competition. We're all spitting verses, and he murders all his verses, which is ridiculous. So Kevin always inspires me, like, yeah, I need to go harder. I need to go. Ziggy Sweet, he's really cool dude. Young Chung, Ross Cece, Ricky Ladarius, moms, dads, because you know I love my parents and my family first. If I miss y'all, nigga, I'm sorry. Felicity is my #1 fan, and how I know that, because she goes to all my fucking shows, she purchased my t-shirts, she's downloaded my mixtapes, and she actually is a ride or die girl, you know what I'm saying? Not like in a relationship way, but in an artist fan type of way, and that's the type of fans that we need to blow up. Like, if we blow up, man, like, y'all be the reasons why we blow up, and it's not like we're gonna shit on y'all, like, legit, like, we're really gonna be like, yo, y'all helped us get here, and we're all gonna, like, make it together, and we're all gonna go on this great journey. So keep pushing our shit, man. We're gonna make it one day, man. Mark my words, we're gonna be up there.
Where can we find you?
Shit, you can find me on Twitter at capital ATI lowercase x capital KW the number 3 lowercase RD. So ATIX KW third That's Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. You know what I mean? I'm a really cool person. I don't like drama. I stay away from bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Show love, I show love. So, DIY.